Hi. Hey, so the glue has dried nicely on the back of this flower here, and so I'm able to use it either as a hairband or on my wrist as a little bracelet. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the glue having dried, you want to check out this link here. But make sure you come back because we've moved on from this one, that's that one, and we're going to make this one here. Okay, so this beautiful little headband, really, really easy to make, but I basically used a base like this, but that was too flimsy to put great big flowers on. So what I did was I gave it bulk. I maxed it up, put big muscle, well no, okay, I gave it some bulk with some rope. We're going to use this cord here. You see I've tied it off here with a little bit of sellotape? Well, that's because the moment you cut it, it just goes everywhere. I'll show you in a minute. So I've put some tape on here to hold it all together. We want to put some glue here on the end. Make sure there's a decent amount. And you want to put the beginning of the cord just there. Set it down nice and firmly. And you're going to stretch the cord around. What I'm going to do is instead of cutting it now, we'll find out exactly how much we need as we glue and we go. Okay? Doesn't matter too much if you get glue everywhere with this, because it's all going to be wrapped up inside. You're not going to notice it. Of course you want to do a good job, but it's not so important. Right, down at the end here. Before I actually glue that down, what I'd be best to do is to cut it like this at the right length. There we go. And wrap a little bit of tape around it. As you can see, it's starting to kind of uncurl already. So let's wrap some tape around it and keep it all nice and tight. It just makes it easier when you're wrapping the next layer around. There we go. And then just push it into that glue. Great, might need a bit more. And I might just trim it a bit as well. Hot glue guns are fantastic, except the glue can get everywhere. So make sure you tidy up after you finish. Your folks will love it, okay? Now, trim the end off. And the next stage is to put like a wrapping around it so all the cord is covered. With this one I used a ribbon, a beautiful blue ribbon. So this one, I thought I'd use this. It's another way of recycling. I found this in an old sewing box. And if I start with a little bit of glue underneath, this one, because this is the top layer, you want to make sure you're a bit more careful with the glue. And you want to start with, I think this side. We'll have this side on the outside. There we go. We're going to take this round, tidy over that edge, and then take it to the next layer. We're going to pull it tight, add some glue, and then overlap it slightly so that the rope's covered and so is the band underneath. You don't have to glue every single spot, but nearly every spot because you don't really want this to move at all. And do the gluing underneath on the back here. Okay, so once you get to around about this spot, and it does take a fair bit of time, I know, what you're going to do is you're going to put your flowers in place and they're going to go underneath the ribbon or the cord or whatever it is you're using, and so it holds the flowers in place. That's why I've chosen these ones. These are actually paper flowers, but they look really good and they've got really nice long stems on them. So we'll just slide those in there, and then as you wrap your ribbon, you're going to cover the wire, keep it all in place. You don't have to glue it because it's already been glued down here. And if you're using paper flowers like this, just be aware they're not going to survive a huge downpour or having a bucket of water poured over your head, okay? But for something like this, they work perfectly. And the good thing about the wire too is that you can bend the wire and move the flowers into place. Like that. I want them a bit close together. Just bend them like that. Bit more glue. Watch the fingers. Great. And I'll just quickly finish wrapping it. Okay, so we've reached the end. What we need to do now is just cut a little bit more of the ribbon or the cord, whatever it is you're using. You can always cut more off later. And we're just going to glue that into place, and we'll give it a bit of a tidy up. A bit more glue here, and push that into the end there. Watch your fingers. Ah! We'll just tidy up all those loose ends with a little bit more glue. Twist them in and glue them in. I'm going to let the glue cool down a little this time. And I will tidy up the side over here as well. I'm using the end of the glue gun to help push the ribbon in. You can do that while it's still really hot. Okay, well, let's have a look. I won't put it in my hair just at the moment because I don't want it stuck to my head, but this is what it looks like. You can adjust the flowers to the right place, but it's going to look pretty cool, isn't it? A nice pink floral one for summer. But you can make it any colour you like, use any kind of flowers. So long as you've got a way of putting the base inside here or a way of gluing it on, you could pretty much use anything. Maybe if you've got an idea, you can let me know in the comments below. Or if you have a different hairband or something for me to try, you let me know. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for joining me. See ya. Remember, if you enjoy this Suzy and Friends video clip, you can like us, you can subscribe to us, and you're more than welcome to share us with everyone you know. We'll have another clip for you next week. Until then, have a fabulous week, and if you want more information, head to www.suzy.co.nz. See ya.